the stop sign, turn left onto the city.
I won't obey. You cannot tell me what I cannot say. I'm here to last, oh yeah, I'm here to stay. I'll live each second like my final day. You can't take that away.
Now I'm headed home, I think, or headed to Aberdeen. I'm gonna leave El Waco, go to Aberdeen. So we're headed to Aberdeen. Now we're on 101. It's pretty windy, so it's gonna take a while. It's only 78 miles, but it takes an hour and a half to drive there. And in this bus, you know, some of these corners are pretty sharp, and so I'm having to go slower than the recommended speed, you know. I had to stop to shut the door to the silverware. It's flopping open. Ooh, that was a nice beach. Alright, I'm almost to Aberdeen. Another 22 minutes, 15 miles, but this road 101 is awful. And traffic just keeps coming, and I need to drive slower because there's like humps and turns, and the road's all messed up, and the whole thing shakes. I lost cantaloupe and a bunch of stuff out of the refrigerator. Luckily the door's shut again, so then I had a bunch of cars behind me, so I found a turnout and I just pulled over, and I cleaned up the mess. I velcroed the doors together so they won't come open again. I guess as long as I'm on this 101, I'm gonna have to be a lot more careful about, you know, the stuff. Things are falling everywhere, and this road is terrible. I'm in the town of Cosmopolitan or something to that effect, and I want to go check out whatever this is over here. So I'm at Safeway in Aberdeen, in downtown. It took some maneuvering around to get in the spot, and it was a little dicey. But I'm gonna sit here, let it cool down in here. The campsite I don't think is very far from here. It's in Hoquiam, which I think is just up the road. So I'm here at Hoquiam RV Park in Hoquiam. Look at that! Look at that view. I got the best spot in the freaking park. I don't know why. I don't know why. But that's my view out my front window is the Hoquiam River, and they have fire pits and whatnot. They're very nice. So they said only burn have a fire and designated fireplaces. I believe this is one of them. I'm not even in the rainforest yet. I'm just in Hoquiam. These are some of the biggest trees I've ever seen. This is just the Hoquiam RV Park path. They own this land, 9 acres, and a lot of it is just this paths along the river. Very beautiful. I'm here in Hoquiam, and from here we go into the Olympic National Forest, so we begin tomorrow. This is Aberdeen, Hoquiam area. Had to go to the library, print out some paperwork, and now I'm headed back to the RV. Alright, here we go. We're gonna head to the Olympic Peninsula, and I think I'm headed towards, I think it's North Beach or South Beach. It's dispersed camping. There may not be enough room for me, but I'm hoping I find something, and maybe I'll stop before then. Anyways, I'm gonna get on the road, and I need to make a couple phone calls, but I'm already 11 minutes past checkout time, so I really need to get moving. And but yeah, this is a cool park at Hoquiam Park, and it's about 70 miles or maybe an hour and a half to the coast, to where the Olympic National Park kind of starts. Alright, so I passed South Beach, and there's a Kalaloch campground, but it costs more, and I've been spending a lot of money, so I want something cheap, and I heard it's 20 bucks to camp in the South Beach. It's 35-foot max, so I'm just gonna lie and say I'm 35 feet, and I'm pulling in there, but I gotta drive backwards. But I thought I'd check out this beach. This looks like the Oregon coast, you know, sand, but I'm gonna stay here tonight since that's what I planned on doing. I booked 2 nights here. I'm at the South Beach RV parking area. You pay, it's $20 a night, 14-day maximum. There's still a lot of stuff to see, and I'm running out of time. I have to go back for a scan. A park. This is the Olympic National Park, and it's weird because the Olympic National Park runs along the coast, but then it is like Mount Olympus. It surrounds that. as well. But then there's like, they're doing hella logging out here. I see them taking out tons of wood. I mean, every other truck coming down the freeway is, or the 101 is a logging truck. And there's a lot of clear-cut areas out here. I think it's ugly. I haven't seen anything that great so far, really. I mean, it's cool to be at the beach, but it'll be interesting to see the rainforest, and it's just nice to relax. I got some paperwork and stuff to do, so that's what I'll be doing now. And then we'll see what happens later. If I do it over again, and even though my motorhome's facing the ocean and I have a view out the front window, I think I would rather be right next to the ocean so that through my window I could hear the sound of the waves. Next time that's what I'll do, but I'll still hear the waves, it'll be fine. You gotta get here early too, maybe 10 a.m. if you want a really good spot. And I got here at like 2, so I still could have got a better spot, but the one guy, there was one more spot on the side facing the water, and someone got it just before me. So if I would have been 10 more minutes earlier, I probably would have got it. I don't know if you can get an idea of the scale of this thing. Like, what the heck? I love trees. So, I'm coming up on the Queets River, where the Queets River Delta, as it flows into the Pacific Ocean. Look at that tree. That tree is crazy. I can't get over that. That's the biggest one I've seen so far. I'm looking for a bigger one. Hopefully I'll find one that's even bigger. I wish I brought my tape measure. Might be able to estimate how tall that thing was. A lot of these smell like cedar. That one, I didn't smell it, but it could be cedar. I mean, it kind of looks like a cedar tree. Cedars get big like that, just thick. I'm gonna keep walking towards the river until I get there. I hope I don't see a bear. I'm like the only person out here. There was a couple people about a mile back on the beach, but like the road 101 is way, it's way up on the Queets River. You actually have to drive a little ways to get to the coast once you cross the Queets on 101. So there's like nothing back here, no houses, no people, probably just animals. And the only thing I'm worried about are bears. Bears like the coast, right? They do in Alaska. So this is the Queets River. And I guess I'm gonna follow the beach around, and then it looks like it oxbows. And so where it oxbows, I'll connect back with the beach over here and head back. But you know what an oxbow is, right? Yeah. I think I stole someone's walking stick. I found it over there. I might be on Native American land. I don't know. It says able to fly my drone from Native American land. I couldn't do it in the park. Well, I didn't try, but luckily the park and the Native American land are like right next to each other where I'm camped, so I could still fly the drone. There's that big tree way back there. Look at that. Monster. It's even a monster from here. So I'm headed back to camp. It's way this way. Yeah. I've taken the stick. It's light. I don't know. So this is a unicycle. This is the 9-bot. This is the 9-bot 1. I never really explained it at the time, but I was riding and there was a little tiny stream looking thing going through the sand. But when this thing encountered that, it sunk in. See, here's the foot pegs. See, it doesn't turn on anymore. Normally when it turns on, it lights up. But it submerged about to here, and I didn't fall off, but I fell forward, and I looked back, and it was up to here, and water and sand, and it was spinning out, and water was going all up in through here, because it was spinning all that water up in there. And then I shut it off and it never restarted. I would never advocate that people steal from Native Americans. I found a stick on what I believe to be possibly Native American land. Could have been the park too. It's on the Queets. I don't know if it changes. But the reason that I made a trailer and insinuated that I stole something from a Native American, I would never advocate for that. It was a joke. Obviously I respect their culture, and there was a lot of symbolism there.
I think there may be some symbolism here.
If I'm not walking, if I'm using this, so the walking stick in a way could be a cure, right? It's a symbol for what I should be doing, and this broke, you know what I mean? And I call it magic, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just, you see what I'm saying?